I woke up to a gray, gray sky, and I wished I could turn gray to blue. Pitter patter, exclaim the raindrops as I pull on my.
This is part 2 of our trip to Seattle. In part 1, you watched us meet up with our tour guide Edward from Seattle by foot, and we went on a coffee crawl. We sampled some sweets and drank a lot of coffee. It was so much fun. And now the adventure continues. We start off our morning by heading over to the original Starbucks to grab some coffee.
Skip, skip, skip.
Basically, we do this just so that we could be super touristy and say that we drank coffee from here.
The bottles like a.
We have to gear up because we're going on a food crawl today.
Use my umbrella as if it were.
So we head over to another Starbucks to meet up with the rest of our tour group and the wacky tour guides of Savor Seattle.
All the grass is greener and the gardens grow. The lakes do rise and the rivers flow. La, la.
It's seriously tempting to just stand there and keep popping these hot and delicious donuts in our mouths, but we have to refrain because we have to save space for the rest of the food. The tour is actually pretty cool because they give you these headsets that allow you to listen to your tour guide even if you're not standing near him, which works really well in a large group. We make a pit stop at the fish market to meet the famous fish guys.
What kind of salmon is this again?
King salmon.
Thank you.
Alaskan king.
All of the fish guys are really friendly and funny. They definitely know how to entertain us.
You are the kindest soul that I have ever known. Oh, baby.
And then of course we have to stand around and wait till they throw and catch the fish. We head over to Pike Place Chowder to try some of their award-winning soups. We sample the clam chowder and the seafood bisque. I can definitely tell why these soups are award-winning.
I guess I can stand your mama.
Our next stop is at Chuka Cherries. They actually make us go behind a counter in order to try the samples. I love peach and pineapple salsas, so I was really intrigued about the cherry salsa. Good. It's like a classic salsa with a hint of sweetness. We also get to try all different kinds of chocolate-covered dried cherries. I honestly can't remember which one was the best. They were all good. The next stop is at Beecher's Handmade Cheese. It's pretty cool when you get to see them make the cheese and then go try it. Okay. So many people have mentioned to us, you have to go try out Oprah's favorite mac and cheese. And this is the place that makes it.
You are the bravest soul that I have ever known.
Yeah, I seriously regret not going back and getting a bowl of it. But I did go and check online and they posted their recipes, so I'm definitely gonna have to try it out one of these days. A few steps over is Piroshki, which is a Russian pastry place. They're known mostly for their handheld stuffed pies.
So the apple cinnamon? I want to try the beef and cheese.
At this point, I'm pretty stuffed, but we still have to make one more stop. Our tour guides make us sit outside on these benches with these heat lamps in between Chef Tom Douglas's restaurants, Rub with Love Shack and Edda's Seafood. Our final morsel of food is a crab cake. The crab cake is so light and fluffy and tastes like it's made of nothing but crab. It just melts in your mouth. It's the perfect bite to finish off our tour. After the tour, Joe is pretty adamant about going to go see the famous gum wall. I'd rather not, but I still go just for him. Gross. Joe is so happy to be able to stick his own wad of gum on the wall and make his mark. I opt out of it. Even though we are both decently full at this point, the soups at Pike Place Chowder are just calling our names. So we decide to split a seafood bisque in a bread bowl, and it ends up being the perfect thing to eat on a cold and rainy day. Finally, we head back to our friend's place, but we have to pack up our stuff because we're going away with them on a weekend trip within our trip. But again, there's so much footage that I'm gonna have to wait until our next video to show you that. On our last morning in Seattle, we head over to Top Pot Donuts in Bellevue.
One last hurrah before we go.
This isn't the original location, there are several. We just went to the one that was closest to us. They're known for their hand-forged donuts and their funny story. So apparently they bought their sign from a Chinese restaurant called Top Spot. But as they were transporting the sign, the S fell off, and so then they forever became known as Top Pot. Hey, that's what I call going with the flow.
But I try.
After our donut breakfast, we head over to the bus station with our luggage and make our way back to the airport. Luckily, our flight back to California is nothing but smooth sailing. Or should I say, smooth flying.
Convince my ears and heart they sure have what they've never even heard.
That's it for our Seattle trip, but be on the lookout for our next video where I feature our trip with our friends Jane and Sam to Whidbey Island. We stay in a cabin, cook, search for our own seafood, and just have a lot of fun. So if you enjoyed watching this video, remember to give us a thumbs up, post a comment, or subscribe to our channel. Thanks for coming along with us to Seattle, and I'll see you next time.